Hey, how's it going? This is Seven of Analytic Gaming, and I've actually been speaking to a few of you lately about I've been having this idea about expanding Analytic Gaming, at least the casual team of it, and um, I was gonna do a write up on the analytic forums and everything like that, but I find that I'm a much better speaker than I'm a writer, so I thought I'd just make a video, and plus people just find it a lot easier to watch a video than just to read like through like a wall of text. So a little bit more about who I am first. I actually joined Analytic Gaming when, at its conception, I saw a thread about it on battle.net, and I joined up, and I really had a good time. At that point, I was like a bronze level player, and Analytic Gaming has seen me through the Platinum League, and hopefully, I'm going to break that this season. And what Analytic Gaming really has done for me is it's made StarCraft a much more social. It's given much more of a social aspect to like my favorite game of now. Um, I haven't been able to make that many practices just because of scheduling conflicts. When I just joined Analytic Gaming, I was actually working in a firm in Shanghai, and I would actually be working when everybody was having practice because there was a 12-hour difference. And right now, I just happen to have like night classes at college right during practice. Like I have class at 6:30 p.m. on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and practice just happens to be at 7 p.m. Luckily, this week I have spring break, so I've been able to make practices, and I've been talking to a few of you about these ideas I've been having. So right now, I feel like for the majority of the StarCraft community, um, Battle.net is not a very social thing. It's not done well. I haven't played Brood War or Warcraft or anything like that. I've heard that it's much better in those times, but I've never tested it out or anything like that. But I have noticed that if it wasn't for analytic gaming, it'd be a very lonely experience. There's just like the channels and everything like that. It's not easy to reach out, meet people. It is nice to be part of analytic gaming now. We have forums. Um, we have this team speak, which I think is great. I just love like logging on, having a few people to talk about the game and everything like that. Because unfortunately, I actually don't have any friends in real life that play this game, so it's nice to be able to talk to somebody about that. And it's nice to hop on and be like, hey, what's going on? Let's play some team games. Let's analyze this replay. Let's do some practice games. What do you think about this build, or how the meta game is currently happening, stuff like that. I think it's really great. Imagine what it'd be like if there are just like different like lobbies, and there's just like regulars. There's like 10 or 20 people in there. You could just hop in. Let's go play some 3v3s. Let's go play some practice games and start it up right now. It's kind of like what we have now, but just much more active. I'd really like to see that. My goal basically is, at least my idea, is to expand the casual aspect of analytic gaming. I'm not in any administrative position right now. I've actually never done that much for analytic gaming, but this I really like this game. It gives me the satisfaction that no other game can really give me, and I can really see myself playing this for years. And I really, really like the community, and I want to be more of a part of it. Now, this is just an idea I have. I haven't really spoken to idea or anybody of administrative position about this, so I'd just like to explain it to everybody and see what all of you think. And I'd like to see if you guys could just comment in the thread that I post this in. We could probably discuss this. So I think the first step that we should take is we should get ourselves a little bit more organized, because I want to expand it, get more new players in here and everything like that. But if we can't manage that, if we can't manage ourselves. Now, I've been to some of the later practices, and they've been pretty good, but I feel like we should try to nail that. We should try to be really, really good at organizing, just being like 7 p.m. sharp. Unfortunately, I can't make it. Maybe we can, hopefully, we could set up another time. It'd be nice to set up a survey and see what time is the best for everybody. I feel like the Tuesday and Thursday was just kind of like an arbitrary time. If we can if I could make one of the practices, it'd be great. Like if it was just like really well like set up, like just step after step, like no hiccups. Just these channels, these people. TeamSpeak is all organized. We get like the certain people in here. And just it was just extremely streamlined is what I'm basically trying to say. We need to get ourselves extremely organized. I was actually playing. I was in a practice game the last Thursday, I believe, and it was really cool because it was like me and some Diamond Zerg player. I forget who it was. I'm sorry, and we were kind of in the same channel as this lower level Silver Zerg player, and we were just giving him play by play advice. We were just telling him, this is what you should be doing right now. You should scout him right now. What did you see? Now, like, what can you expect? And he found it really, really helpful. And I find that experience really enjoyable. I think a lot of people could benefit from it. So the plans I'm trying to lay out, each step is going to take a long time. A long time. I think that my steps are realistic. I've spoken to several groups of people, and they all think that I do have a good idea. My steps are realistic. So the next step is to definitely just reach out and gather some new players. And I'm a very, very frequent Redditor. And if you frequent Reddit as well, you know that there's a lot of like you've seen the clan things, right? Like the self Reddits where they're like, we're starting a new clan, and you go inside, and it's just like 2 or 3 lines of text, and it's just, you get a few comments that are just like, hey, like that's really cool, like I hope you do well, like, or cool, like I'll check it out, but it's like it's not good. Like people don't really care about that. I think that if we spent some time, we could really attract a huge number of players. If if we made a video maybe, or we made like a banner, like a long like image of just like who we are, like when we started, like some history about us, what we're trying to do, it would instantly like garner more viewers. And if we could organize it so we get a really nice write up, just not like 2 or 3 like haphazardly thrown together lines, and we just organize it so we all like upvote it, like as soon as it's posted we drop a comment in there. There's 20, 30 comments. That's going to pick up steam. Like this is how things work on Reddit. Like you put pretty pictures in their videos and you get people talking about it, and naturally people will come. Like it's really important that we get organized, because I honestly think that we would get like a huge influx of players, and we need to be able to manage that on day one. We need to like do the first practice right with new players. After this, I think the next step would be to start streaming the practices. I think that if we started streaming practices, this would actually cater to a market that really hasn't been tapped yet, in terms of streams for StarCraft. Because let's look at Twitch TV right now. The top streams are always going to be the tournaments, right? But like let's think about like the average Redditor, which is probably like a bronze to gold league player who just kind of like plays it casually and wants to get better, but doesn't really know how, doesn't have really people like to talk to or anything like that. You go on the streams, right, and you watch the high level players, but how much are you really learning from that? They're just so like good mechanically, and they what a lower level player really needs to do is just they need to know, that they have to be constantly checking certain things, right? They're like the high level players are doing a lot of like tricky stuff. It's not going to help where they are. You also have your masters, the diamond streamers that are streaming like for the first time. They like commentate a little bit, but you know they don't garner that many viewers. And then you got your lower level players, and honestly, like not that many people watch them, because like the lower level players are like, this is exactly like watching myself. I'm not learning anything from it. Like I said earlier, when we were playing that game where it was me and that diamond level player, like basically giving him a play by play of what he should be doing, and like checking for certain things. I think that was extremely helpful for him, and you don't really see any streams like that. I think that'd be a lot more attractive to the typical low level player, just because they would they would see it and it's more relatable. They play around what I would be doing, and now I kind of know what I should be doing instead of the things I'm doing. And you don't see any streams out there like that. If we get a few streams running like that, I could see that being extremely successful if we did it right. Um, if we got enough viewers, we could actually start generating some revenue. Now, I know Idea's been paying for the TeamSpeak out of pocket, which is great. I really like this resource. It'd be nice if we could get this clan to be self-sustaining. If we could get these streams running to get it paid for that. Um, because like the TeamSpeak is basically what is keeping this social. I really enjoy hopping on the bike and just talking to whoever's just hanging around. Um, so I really think that could be successful if we planned it out correctly. And I think the next step after that is maybe to run some like tournaments. I know we have that right now. I'm not really sure how well it's working out. I never participated in any of them, but it would be really nice to have like some like weekly tournaments. This is obviously in the extreme long term. This is like months and months later. It'd be cool if we could have some more streamers in our clan, run some like low level to high level tournaments. It would give us people who are in analytic gaming a chance to try our hand at casting. I think that'd be really great. I, for one, would really like to try casting. I know a lot of other people would like that too, and it would just give us practice. Like, it would enable us to, be a bigger part of the community. And I think that I would like to take the casual aspect of analytic gaming in that direction. A place where the average player can just join and do all these things. They can learn, they can stream, they can give advice, they can try casting. It would establish us as a big part of the StarCraft community, and I, for one, would like to take in that direction. Now, I don't know if any of you do. That's why, I'm making this video and seeing what you guys have to say about that. I'd really like to say that, and all these things are going to take a long time. Even just getting ourselves organized, I think it's really important that we're realistic about it and we take small steps, small realistic steps. It should be a few weeks before we even try to reach out. I want to do things right. I want to have everything organized before we do it. We're not in any rush. We should have every single step meticulously planned out, and we should do things perfect. Um, yeah, and that's basically my idea. I would really like to take a larger role in this, and if upper management in our clan, gives me this responsibility, I'll try to do my best. But the first thing we do need is to make this happen is I need your guys' support. I need people that are basically feeling the same way I'm feeling. It'd be really cool. So yeah, this is also my first video I ever made. I've never really spoken on camera or anything like that. Um, so yeah, tell me what you guys think, and good luck and have fun.